Pandas. Welcome, Pandas. Good morning, everybody. Hey, welcome to the stream. I'm glad that you can join me today. Hey, let me start off with some good mornings. Hey, good morning. Fakeism Real says music is great. All right, thank you. John Parkman says good morning from Montana. Good morning, John. Good morning, Jason from Texas, our trusty, faithful mod. Brandon Jones from Florida, good morning. Rin S, good morning from Texas. Another Texan. Fakeism Real says, evening from India. Welcome from India. SW Blaze says, good morning from Chicago. Aubrey Grinzel says, good morning from San Diego. Steve T says, good morning, everyone. El Jimmy, good morning from Texas. Stray Rat says, Panda. Phil W says, good morning from beautiful trading trade ahead from Toronto. Let's go, baby. Dilu, hello. Kellyanne, good morning from Jersey. As you guys are rolling in, hey, make sure you fill out that poll to tell me what kind of day you think it is. And also, give us a good morning, good evening. Let us know where you're from so we can get a sense of our community, that it's a global community. Really connected all around the world, which is amazing. I honestly find that fascinating. One of the beautiful things about technology could connect us all. Hey, also, make sure you hit that like button. Let's try to get to 100 likes before 9:30. Let's try to get that 100 likes before 9:30. Let's go, baby. Good morning. Hey, for those who are new, or for those who are joining for the 100th time, welcome to the stream. I'm Buy My Money, and this is my channel. And hey, on this channel, we scalp the E-mini. We scalp only one single instrument, the E-mini. We try to keep things simple as possible by trading only one single instrument, by trading only one single setup, the two-legged pullback. The setup that looks like this: 2 pushes down, or 2 pushes up. And we try to find this pattern in key areas such as moving averages, trend lines, support resistance levels. For instance, if I bring this two-legged pullback over here, two-legged pullback, redraw that one, we can say ABC pattern, and we see that we make enough for a scalp and even almost for an entire swing, thinking we're hitting the top of this trading range. In the right context, this pattern gives us a greater than 90% probability to make a 1-point scalp on the mini. And for every contract, that's $50. Currently trading 3 contracts at this capital. And yeah, also, this is a small account journey. And when I say journey, I really do mean journey. And there's going to be ups and downs, and there's times where I just take long breaks. Like I took maybe a half a week break last week, and it was just a mental capacity. That's all part of the journey. You know, you gotta sometimes take a break. Sometimes you need to reset, refresh, restore that mental capital. And you get it all here. You get revenge trades. You get everything. You get me going. You get me get tilted. I make a bunch of mistakes, but hey, pandas, let's stay profitable. Let's go, baby. If you want more information about the setup, you can check out the description below. There's more details on the two-legged pullback. There's a couple playlists there. Also, we trade pure price action here. And so we try to keep our charts simple as possible, using very little indicators. And every indicator that we have also helps with price action. We have the 20 MA, solid blue line, 240 SMA. And we also have an indicator that automatically counts all the legs for us and identifies second entries with a simple color scheme. Dark red numbers are second entry shorts. Dark green numbers are second entry longs. Magenta boxes are traps. And so if you're here for the first time, you're not familiar with the indicator, you can just look to the right of the chart and you can see this color diamond. And this diamond tells us if this is going to be a first entry, second entry, or not. And since right now this is not a dark red or dark green number, this is not a second entry. This will be a first entry. So what we're trying to look for is a dark green, dark red diamond, and notice that the diamond is always placed one tick below the signal bar. So this is where our stop entry would be. And so if we're to enter this trade, we'd enter where the diamond is. And so we call this a super signal. And you just have to look at the super signal and look at the context, and then that's all you need when you trade a two-legged pullback. Also, there's this trading range indicator showing us the trading range using pure price action. Notice, trading range indicator created a trading range way back here, and we thought that we're gonna just explode upwards, but look where we came out. We came back down to the bottom of the trading range, marked by the trading range indicator. If you want more information about either of these indicators, or if you would like to obtain them, you can go to the bottom right of your screen. The URL is right there. You can also go to the link. There's a link in the description below. But the official website is at www.twoleggedpullback.com. All right, pandas, that's it for the introduction. Welcome to the stream. I'm glad that you can join us today. I'm glad that you're here. As I always say, I really enjoy trading with this community. It makes trading a blast. Seriously does. Let's look at the price action. Let's see what's happening right now. Right now, after yesterday we took a tumble, but notice on the 10K chart, the tumble was just a failed breakdown of the 10K trading range. This 10K trading range was basically a trading range all day yesterday, and for some of us might have been frustrated, but really if you just went short at the top and long at the bottom, that's what the kind of day it was. And we thought we're going to break down and really go far down, but we were still in the trading range. And then as we reversed, we're actually breaking the top of the trading range. And I think this is a true breakout. Breaking, right? We're finally reaching that measure move that we had 2 days ago. Hitting that measure move, not only that, breaking through it. And seriously, all-time highs is right here. Just a stone throws away from where we are right now. And I'm thinking, hey, all-time highs, new all-time highs today. And once we start breaking this, anything goes. You can just really go up forever. Let's go, baby. Hey, pandas, today we're going to find the best setups possible. We're going to find the best scalps possible. Panda, 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 panda. Alright, guys. Rajesh asks, can see your face? Oh, this is my face. Real Idiot says, hello from Liechtenstein. Fakeism Real asks, is it BTC? Which crypt is this? If you look at the title of this video, I'll tell you exactly what this is, or if you've been listening to me at all. The instrument that we're trading is the E-mini futures. The S&P futures. We trade only one single instrument here, one single stock. Scott Hubbard says, good morning from Lancaster, Ohio. Welcome, welcome. Hey guys, make sure you fill out that poll. Make sure you hit that like button. Let's try to get to 100 likes before 9:30 if possible. Hitting that like button, I say this every time, but hey, hitting that like button not only helps this stream, but you actually help other people, because think about it. If you are another person looking for content like this but do not yet know it exists, well, the only way you can know it exists is if YouTube either suggests this to you, or if you search it. You hitting that like button lets the YouTube algorithm know that this stream, that this channel actually is a legit channel for the keywords that YouTube has deemed this video. And so the keywords are such as futures. And so when people search it, it's going to push it up on that YouTube algorithm. When it suggests videos, it's going to push it up in the YouTube algorithm. So you hitting that like button helps other people find this channel, and overall helping other people. So you hitting that like button not only supports me, but supports other people. So make sure you hit that like button, pandas. Let's get the AM whiskey, Brian, my boy. Let's go, baby. Hey, let's find those good setups. Hey, by the way, yesterday, basically the only trade I really took was this trap here. Yesterday was crazy. Yesterday was just so choppy, and we literally, like, this chop right here just, oh man, this started at like 1 o'clock. till like the end of the trading day. It was just this entire, second half of the day. It's just painful, slow, just dragging. And it's just, yeah, it was so painful. But the only trade I really took yesterday was this trade right here, this trap. It was, if you guys remember, I had this blue box here. I had a blue box like this as my trading range, the larger trading range. And when it hit to the bottom of the blue box, and then I saw it start to reverse, and with that trap here, I was able to scalp out and also have a small runner, about 3-point runner. And so that's what yesterday. That's my only trade really yesterday, and it was around $300 trade. So I'll take that any day. Especially on a day like yesterday, you just being green at all yesterday, it's nice. It's nice because it was so choppy. But I was really selective. I just took that one trade, and that's about it. Let's go, baby. All right, pandas. Hey, market's about to open in 3 minutes. Let me tell you what kind of day I think it's going to be today. 54% of you guys think it's a bull trend day today. I'm going to end the poll. I mean, at least for me, I'm thinking all-time highs. I mean, it's not much further, but I'm thinking at least all-time highs. And we could get something like this. I mean, we could actually finally get a breakout of this trading range that we've been here since, what is this? May 20th. We've been in this trading range for about a month. Just pure trading range for a month. We might finally be breaking out of it. I mean, this could be the clue where we try to come back down to the bottom. We missed the bottom of the trading range by like 10 points. And reverse with a huge reversal bar. Coming out to the top, coming back above the 20 MA on the daily. This is the daily chart, by the way. And pandas, we might get something like this. We might get a pattern that looks like this. Kind of a hammer here with a big bear bar, but the inverse of that hammer here. But we can go up here and all-time highs, and once we hit all-time highs, we could just be a bull trend day today. I'm leaning towards bull trend day today, at least all-time highs, and I think 10 points above all-time highs. At least 10 points above all-time highs. That's what I'm thinking. Why do I say 10? Why do I say 10 points at least? Is because that to me is the daily scalp. So for those who are trying to scalp on the daily, we'll try to get 10 points beyond. All right, we're getting another push up on the 10K chart. Notice how we bounced off right off yesterday's high. I'm really thinking uptrend day today, but we shall see. Market's about to open in about 1 minute. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning, Richard Harris. We're breaking out this simple trading range here, short-term trading range. But on these uptrends, these trading ranges do not last very long. At least it might spike down, but if it spikes down, typically they're usually fail breakdowns. If it's a strong trend day today, which I think we might have. Nothing's telling me that we won't have it. The price action is pretty discreet, telling us possible trend day today. Market has opened. Let's find some two-legged pullbacks, pandas. top of this trading range. And we're just so close to all-time highs. Like I cannot imagine not making new all-time highs today. I cannot imagine it. We're so close to it. The only problem is I don't know how we're gonna get there. Like we can shoot back down 10 points and then maybe come back up, but pretty sure we're going to make all-time highs. This line, horizontal line, by the way, is the all-time high so far. Looking for some sort of two-legged pullback. Not sure if we're gonna get it. Very tight two-legged pullback for it to get it. It'd be like this. Let's look at the 10K chart. 10K chart. I mean, see, the 10K chart can reset back to the 20 MA, and then we can finally make all-time highs. I mean, these things can happen. 5-minute chart. How do we look here? Two-legged pullback off the top of the trading range in the 5-minute. 5-minute may produce like a trap. It's gonna be a first entry. First entry is gonna knock us up to the all-time highs probably. They're not gonna give us a second entry. This market is not gonna be. It's gonna be too stingy. It's not gonna give us that two-legged pullback discount that we're looking for. Most likely will not. Most likely will break above the previous pivot high, resetting our count. So we're probably not gonna be able to get a two-legged pullback. That's what I'm thinking. Because we're so close to it. Strong bull bar. Will we get a two-legged pullback here? I'll be surprised if we do. I would love it if we do. I just don't think we're gonna get it, pandas. Something like this. That's more of a first entry for those who want to enter on the first entry right there. And for those who are eager, I mean, that's what you got to do. You guys just enter the first entry. Okay, we lost our two-legged pullback. You could potentially get a trap here, which will not be a bad trade, which is this trade. A, B, C, and then traps, and we can go long here. We can maybe look for something like this. This might be our entry, some sort of trap entry to all-time highs. That's what I'm looking for here. Let's see if we get it. We can get our trap now. Maybe. Has to tick below the previous candle's low. Let's trigger that second entry. Very interesting. Micro double bottom at the moment. Potential trap trade here, pandas. I like this trap trade. I don't know, I like it. Just because we're so close to a magnet. Let's see if the trap trades. Let's see if it holds. If it makes a point, the trap's gone. But I like this trap trade because uptrend. So close to all-time highs. Gonna have to maybe lower this to here. I'm in this trade. That's not what you want to see once you enter a trap, but I'm in this trade, trying to get whatever I can to get in this uptrend. Any position I can get, any reason to go long, I'm trying to get long in. That's not what you want to see when you enter a trap. This trading range could be actually stronger than I thought. Might come back into the trading range now. But I'm thinking 20 MA trend line could help us out here. Typically I don't like to go short on top of a trading range on a strong uptrend like this, because typically, it wants to break out with trend. So I'm holding this. Let's see what happens. I would hate to lose my first trade, but it is what it is. I just found out. I just find it to be a good place to go long, pretty close to the 20 EMA. Strong uptrend. The only thing against me was this trading range by the trading range indicator. Maybe this trading range is a little too strong and it might come back down to the bottom of trading range, but we're so close to all-time highs. I'm thinking we're gonna break it. Like, we want to break it. For me, I just wanted to find a reason to go long on this strong uptrend. We're still vibing here. Not sweating at all. I'm not even sweating at all. Did Panda sweat? I don't even know. Alright, alright. That's what I want to see. Scout me out now. Come on. Scout me out. I don't like that. Come on. Don't like how that looks. We're still vibing here. We're okay. We're still vibing. In my mind, even if it doesn't work out, I think the trade wasn't that bad of a trade. I think it's a pretty good trade still. You're thinking all-time highs, uptrend, above the 20 EMA, trap trade. The only thing that I would say if this doesn't work out is maybe I should have respected this trading range. But to me, I feel like it's still a good trade. Right? We have the 20 EMA helping us out. We have this trend line helping us out. Even though it looks mad sketchy right now. If this stops me out, pandas, that's a shame. That really is a shame because I thought that was a good setup. I thought that was a pretty good setup. But I feel okay here still. Amazing. Amazing. I still feel pretty good here. I feel okay here. I just don't know why. I really do feel okay. I feel like I'm going to... Actually, the trading range just readjusted itself, and now we're way at the top of trading range. Are we going to come back to the bottom of the trading range? The thing is, it's already scalped out, going downwards. That's not a good sign if bears are making scalps. Stop order bears are making money now. Skunk this one. Or should I scale in, pandas? I'm thinking we're still in uptrend. Should I scale in? Big stop loss. Scale in one more time at the bottom of the trading range if we hit it. Ooh. That's a risky trade. You know what, pandas? I'm just going to take the hit, and if we come back to the bottom trade range, I'm going to go in long again. That's just how I'm going to do it. I'm just going to read this price action as best as possible. I still think we're in an uptrend. 20 EMA still protecting us. Trend line still protecting us. We actually have another two-legged pullback forming right here. Oh, I'm not sure if it'll hit. It's getting kind of choppy now, which is concerning. Come on. Come on. Come on. Diamond pause, diamond pause. Diamond pause, pandas, diamond pause. What do you guys know about diamond pause? I think it's a good trade. You know what? That's why I don't feel bad if I missed this, because I thought that was a good trade regardless, right? Trap on the uptrend near the 20 MA. We actually get a two-legged pullback here. I have an opportunity to skunk my trade here. But pandas, I have diamond pause. So let's go, baby. Come on. Diamond pause, diamond pause. All right. Come on. Woo! Let's go, baby. So I thought, moving my stop loss, 1 tick, break even. My original entry. I feel like I'm gonna stop out here. I feel like I should just. Oh, should I hold it? All right, I'll hold it. I feel like I'm gonna stop out though because it got it was so choppy just to get here. I feel like I might get stopped out. Let's go, baby. Diamond pause, diamond pause. I felt good about that trade no matter what. Even if it stopped me out, I felt like good about it. Like, okay, that's a good trade. Like, I gotta take it. I gotta take that trade. I gotta take it regardless. You gotta take it. That's a good trade right here. 2-legged pullback right off the trend line and 20 MA. That's probably a better trade right there, but terrible signal bar. Maybe got a little eager with that trap. Most likely get stopped out here. Hopefully not, but, you know, pandas can dream. I most likely will get stopped out just because my stop entry was way over here, and for most people, they're like entering right here, so I'm like way above typical break even. But maybe I can squeeze out little like 4 points here. Let's see. All right, hey, I'm still in. Pandas can dream. Let's go, baby. Basically, my rule of thumb with runners is I only come out of the runner if I feel like it's gonna reverse. And so if it stops me out before it can even make like a full swing, then so be it. But I like to at least have one entire swing happen with my runner. All-time highs being touched and tested. Currently bouncing off the all-time high. You know, that's the idea of rule. That's the idea of runners. Like you want them to be like that just in case scenario where it's like, man, what if this goes up 20 points, 40 points, and I want to have a piece of it. But like I said, most likely we'll get stopped out. Hey, but let's try to get a runner here if we can. But it looks like I'm gonna stop out. But we shall see. By the way, pandas, notice if I had 1 tick below the signal bar, I would have been stopped out. My 4-point stop loss saved me. Amazingly, we're still in this trade. Quite amazing. We're still in this trade. Hoot. Pandas, you already know. Let's go, baby. I got stopped out, but hey, let's go, baby. Made that scalp. Good way to start the stream. Nice hundo. That's interesting. We reverse right off the previous all-time high. Let me see what the other charts look like. Okay. Okay. Wow, the 5-minute, very interesting. Look at the 5-minute. It almost looks like a failed breakout, ready to come back down. That's what it looks like on the 5-minute. But the 5-minute still has 3 seconds left on this candle. Like that looks sketchy to me. Like in the 5-minute, if I saw this kind of candle on the top of a trading range, I'm thinking we're coming back to the bottom of the trading range, but with a strong uptrend like this so far, who knows? Alright, pandas, so we're just look for more long entries until we have reason to believe we are really reversing here. And, you know, even if there's an all-time high here, I don't really care about it. The only thing I really care about is I felt like we're gonna break it today. That's all I care about. But I really feel like, you know, all-time highs don't really act as resistance levels, in my opinion. If anything, they act as like levels that, you know, we just keep going up. We might just grind up all day today. Who knows? This is the daily chart. I'm just looking. I feel like this is gonna go up a lot more. In my opinion, we shall see. We do have a lower high here, right off a key area, which is the all-time high. We do have a lower high here, and we're like we're coiling between the 20 MA and the all-time high. And like I said on the 5-minute, if I saw a candle like this after a trading range, I'm thinking we're coming back to the bottom of the trading range. That's like just typical what I would think, you know, regardless of knowing the all-time highs here or anything like that. I just feel like if I were in a trading range and I saw a candle like this at the top of the trading range, my natural tendency is I think we're going to come back to the bottom of the trade, at least come back into the trading range, because this looks like a failed breakout, and so failed breakouts typically reverse. We do have a lower high setup here with a pretty good signal bar, but that's setting itself up for a Pikachu here. Oh, do I want to take this Pikachu? I don't know. I think the thing that's stopping me is the 5-minute is really making me hesitate. The 5-minute looks like a failed breakout, and it just doesn't look nice. This looks terrible in the 5-minute. But maybe I'm reading too much into it right now, pandas. Because also I feel like we're gonna make all-time highs. Like, we're bound to make all-time highs today, new all-time highs. I'm skipping this Pikachu just because it's too much. It's too choppy here. 1, 2, 3, 4 overlapping bars. I'm gonna skip this Pikachu. Even though I typically do like Pikachus, it's just a little too congested here. Even we're obviously in an uptrend, all these things, but because of the 4 overlapping bars at this point, I'm gonna sit on my hands here. I mean, this could easily make a point, but I'm just sitting on my hands. Couple things against this right now. Choppiness plus on the 5-minute, it looks like a failed breakout. So I'm just waiting here. I want to see something. I want to see like a failed breakdown and come back up. I don't know. But some of you guys might be just like, just go long. Go long, 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 long. We are on the uptrend. Just go long whenever you can. Hey, that makes a perfect scalp. And for you, if you're here to do that, go ahead, please. Please do so if you feel like that's the right strategy. But for me, I have reasons to not enter long here, and so therefore, I'm not entering long. So you do have a perfect scalp here, but that could be a potential trap, right? That's why I marked the perfect scalps, because perfect scalps can act as traps. Just not sure what's going to happen. Most likely it will go up, most likely. But, I mean, you have the all-time high here. You're thinking new all-time highs. I mean, you're so close. We touched it, and I mean, we bounced off of it, but on like a $4,000 product, who cares? You bounce off like, $3 points, $3. That's just a small little bounce, and it can just come right back up and just smash through it. Oh, we do have an L4. Oh, Daniel Eyes. L4 setup at the all-time highs. Very interesting. Very interesting, huh? Yeah, terrible signal bar, but this might need to breathe. Come back to the 20 EMA on the 10K. I don't know. It's just too choppy right now for me. Micro double top created on the 2K chart currently. It looks like it's going to absolute scalp. One more tick up and the absolute scalps out. L4 on the 10K chart. It's nice. Whew. Interesting. It's just so choppy right now. Hard to say what's going to happen here. Again, my bias is that we're going to break to new all-time highs. But I'm reading the price action for what it is. We might have an L4 on the 2K chart. L4 setting up on the 10K chart. How many L4s can we have? Do we have an L4 on the 5-minute chart? We do not. So we do have like this failed breakout bar, but look at this. The follow through is an inside bar. So now we're just confused. Like typically you think short here, but because of this inside bar, especially in the wick, basically wicks on any candle is like it's essentially telling you it's a trading range, right? That's a trading range type candle because if you think about it, the price action went up and back down, and so you have up and down price action showing, letting you know it's trading range action within one candle. Woo! That's a nice signal bar for a trap here. L4 does trigger on the 2K. 10K L4 is waiting. Oh, this is so wedged. This is crazy. 20 EMA and the all-time highs, creating a very tight wedge. Again, most likely will break up to the upside, but wait and see because we got two L4 setting up on the 10K chart and also on the 2K chart. So I'm just waiting. And I'm okay with missing whatever trade happens here. I'm okay if I miss, a burst upwards because I don't care about breakouts, right? I'm just worrying about scalping. And so even if it breaks out, that to me is not a missed opportunity. It just means that the opportunity is coming up soon. Because when you have a breakout, the trend typically becomes a little more clear. And so then you'll start to look for utility pullbacks. So I welcome breakouts and I welcome missing them because I'm not trying to get into breakouts. And you can try to get into breakouts, but that's just not the strategy we're doing here. We're just trying to scalp the E-mini here, the high probable setups. If you think about breakouts or low probable setups. Whew. This is crazy. It could be building up energy to make new all-time highs. Okay, absolute scalp sound now for those who went long here. But we do have L4s. Notice this 20 EMA is acting as like a super strong support, never breaking below it. So I'm not like gonna go short here. I'm personally not gonna go short here, even though we have an L4 setup. But you gotta know it's a 20 EMA. We do have an L4 setup, so it could reverse here. But in the right context, that's a good reversal. But for me, this is a little tricky because we have this 20 EMA just grinding on the 20 EMA right now. In my opinion, we're in a spike and channel type pattern. Spike, and now we're channeling. In fact, I will move this channel to match this channel here. Spike and channel pattern, that's what I'm seeing. L4 does trigger, but I'm not interested in this L4 on the 2K chart. The 10K chart L4 is more enticing for me because I think we might come back to the 20 EMA on the 10K, but still the trend is really strong going upwards. I just don't know if it's worth trying to get that little 1 point scalp. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's worth it on the 10K chart, but the risk is not that big, right? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 3.5 points of risk on a 10K chart. Not bad risk, but in my opinion, we're so close to all-time highs. Like, even if we pop down here, I think we could reverse and just make new all-time highs. It's just like, most likely to make new all-time highs. How could we not? We literally touched the all-time high and we're just hovering near it. Most likely gonna pop up above it at least a little bit. The L4 made a perfect scalp. L4 looks like it's reversing the market at the moment. What do we have on the 10K? 10K almost has an L4 set up here. L4 triggers on the 10K chart. But we're on such a strong uptrend. I'm not interested in that short, even with the L4 set up on the 10K chart. I'm not interested in that because of this super strong uptrend. 20 EMA acting as support. But still in Trap City, still hasn't scalped out. L4 on the 10K makes a perfect scalp. Absolute scalp on the 10K chart, amazing. That's how strong L4s are. Even like in a super strong uptrend, the L4 is just reversing this right now. Incredible. L4 setups. Don't mess with the L4 pandas. Do not mess with the L4s. This might be the small breather we might need to make new all-time highs. I'm still thinking new to all-time highs today. But we could come back down here. Bottom of the trading range. Really, these things can happen. There was an L4 setup. Incredible. L4 both on the 2K, which led to the 10K L4. Both of them making a point. Pretty incredible. Pretty incredible. But I had my reasons not to enter there. Obviously, I thought we were going to make all-time highs. And the 20 EMA just looked like it was acting as strong support. So the reasons why not to go short there were strong for me. So I sat on my hands. I'm okay not making that. Really okay. It's a little risky for me. Yeah, but the 10K chart, I think that's a pretty small risk. Like for a 10K chart L4 setup, that's really rare actually. Like a true L4 setup, it's really rare. And so the fact that it actually appeared on the 10K chart, that's pretty awesome. With a small risk, right? Just 3-point risk for a 1 to 3, pretty good. Pretty good in my opinion. Not bad. Now the question is it gonna reverse here? Is this gonna go on a downtrend now? I just don't know. I in my opinion, like, we're thinking all-time high still sometime today. I just don't know when. Killian says, I got a 150. Let's go, baby. Hey, man, we celebrate anyone making gains. Let's go, baby. Congrats for those who took that L4. Like, I typically, think I thought that this would be a pretty strong uptrend day today, but with this price action that looks so choppy like this, it's making me wonder, are we going to really be an uptrend? We might be an uptrend day, but it might be in a kind of a broader channel, not like a strong uptrend. Not sure. Just because these candles are not indicative to me of a strong uptrend, especially when we bounce off of resistance like that, typically is not what you're thinking on a strong uptrend. It should not be doing that. Really what we're seeing is a lot of choppiness up near here, the all-time highs, and that's also why I was hesitant to go long right here. Even though that just makes a point, hesitant to go long because of all this choppiness makes me think there's two-sided trading here. The presence of the bulls and bears are in one spot. I think personally we can come back to the 20 EMA on the 10K chart, and we're still in a healthy uptrend. We just need to breathe and come back to the 10K 20 EMA. I think if we come back to the 10K 20 EMA, I'm thinking of going long again. Like I said in the 5-minute, if I saw a candle like this on the 5-minute top of a trading range, I'm not thinking it's going to keep going up. I think it's going to reverse back into the trading range. And that's exactly what's happening here. So that's why, again, I was hesitant to go long, because I saw this price action. I had conflicting price action telling me two different things. And they're about 50-50 for me. And so that's why I didn't go long even on a strong uptrend, even on this 20 EMA, right? People say just go long on any uptrend. Well, this is why you don't always go long on every trend. You gotta consider the bear case. Sometimes it's good to just go long on an uptrend, but when you see price action like this, it's just, to me, not indicative of a super strong uptrend, personally. Let me go over some of the chats as we wait for the next setup here. I don't know if I'm looking to go short here. There could be this could be a potential trap trade here. We got a two-legged pullback way below the 20 EMA, right? And we could have a potential trap back to the bottom of this trading range. That could be the next setup I'm looking for. But yeah, maybe I'll take the trap here, thinking coming to the bottom of the trading range, coming back to the 20 EMA on the 10K chart. But I will probably just take the trap trade then, yeah, if it does happen. I'm not looking to go long here. We're under the 20 EMA now, and we reversed on the L4 on the all-time highs. Like, this is all telling me, like, just not sure what's going to happen. I'm more, because of this trading range right now that I see here that we have, I am more confident to go short if this were to trap. So I'm going to skip the second entry long and try to go on the reversal on the trap if it does happen. So I'm looking to go short, actually, just for a scalp. I'm not sure how far down it's going to go, but I'm looking for a quick scalp here. I think that could happen, especially with a terrible signal bar like this for those trying to go long. I think we can get a good scalp here on a trap. Micro triple top at the moment. Just not sure. Just not sure, pandas. And this could just reverse and rip through and make all-time highs right now. And that's fine, but I'm looking for the reversal here because feeling like we're under the 20 MA, right? It almost makes a scalp immediately. Okay, it makes a perfect scalp. We lost our trap there, but I'm not trying to go long right there because look at this. Like, we're at the top of the trading range, choppiness, right? Not enough room to 20 MA, and we end up making an absolute scalp right there. But to me, that's a little risky in my opinion. I mean, just personally, I think that's a little risky. But for those who took that long, congrats. Just wasn't for me. Terrible signal bar as well. Brandon Jones says, made a quick scalp. Congrats. Maybe this is a small bear trap we needed in order to have enough traders to push this long, right? The reason why bear traps help push the price higher is because when you have all these trap bears, what they're going to do is they're going to panic cover their positions when the market starts to reverse, and so that kind of propels the market to go upwards when they panic cover. Because when a bear panic covers, that means essentially they have to buy. And so when they're just buying to get out of their position, realizing they're trapped, that kind of propels and projects the movement to go upwards, the price to go up. Hey pandas, let's make sure we hit that like button if you're enjoying the content. I made one trade so far, and I think we've just been in Chop City right now until then. And for some of those people who were brave enough to take this short here on the L4, take the short here on the L4 on the 10K chart, congrats to those pandas. But for me, sitting on my hands from those, look at that. Look at that. All right, that's what we needed. That's what the market was waiting for, to make all-time highs. It's looking for it. Wait, what just happened? That was crazy. Okay, maybe not. Wow, that was a big pushback. I thought that was gonna be it. I thought that was gonna be the burst, but it just reversed on me like instantly. That was crazy. That was a little tricky. I looked at the 5 minute. I was like, what just happened? I thought we were up here, and I just saw this huge reversal candle. I'm like, what's going on? Things are looking sketchy. Not sure what's happening. I mean, we might not make the all-time highs. It's, in my opinion, is just we're so close to it. I'm just thinking, why not make all-time highs at this point? We're pretty much here. The market makes no sense, to be honest. It's crazy. Pandas, by the way, as we're looking for our next setup here, just remember, I'm doing this for free, and to support the channel, you can hit that like button. If you want to become a panda for $5 a month, that also helps this channel a lot. Helps with my morning coffee, donate to a morning coffee. So if you want to become a panda, be one of these cool guys who have green names and two-legged pullback badge, also these cool panda emoticons. You can become a panda if you just click the join button above the description of the video. You may have to, like, if you're like full screen on the video, you won't see that join button. You have to actually minimize the video, and then you can see the join button. Also, doing those things and participating in the chat helps a lot with the stream, right? Hitting the like button helps a lot with the stream, helps promote this stream, and so that supports me as well. So that continues to give me motivation to do this even more. Yeah, I mean, honestly, the community itself is enough motivation, but those extra things, man, they sure do help a lot. Now we're getting choppy, right? Like, we had this choppiness, and I just started seeing this super strong breakout. Strong bull bars ending near their high, approaching a breakout area. I was thinking, okay, this is it. This is the one. But I was foolish because I forgot that we were choppy. And so in choppiness, we tend to make these big swings really quick. So that was a rookie mistake, thinking we're going to just break out right there. Market's being like kind of phobic, right? At the all-time highs. All-time high phobic. It's kind of crazy. Surprising to me, because usually the market just grinds right through these all-time highs. Granted, we're still in an uptrend, right? If we look at the 10K chart, we're still clearly above the 20 MA. We might make our two-legged pullback now on the 20 MA, which I would be pretty interested in, I think. We shall see, though. Just chop, 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 chop. Sorry, Pandas, not much I can do here. I mean, I wasn't going to go long here for sure. That's crazy, in my opinion. I was not going to go long there. Terrible signal bar. Below the 20 MA. Top of the trading range. Just no reason for me to go long there. Right? Especially after a L4 reversal. Very interesting. Very interesting price action. I gotta make sure I check my bias, because I'm still so focused on the new all-time highs. That could really prevent me from seeing some good short setups. So I gotta check my bias here. Trying to read the price action for what it is. What I see right now is just pure choppiness near the all-time highs. Top of this trading range. This trading range is still valid, but the top of the trading range is kind of acting as like a support now. I think here the 10K chart will give us some clarity. I really think maybe we can make a two-legged pullback back to the 20 MA. That'll give us a nice reset here. And then we can pop up, or if we trap, then we can just, wow. We can fall hard too, if that were the case. Oh, we kind of have like a major trend reversal happening here. Break of trend, retest of the highs, the two-legged pullback, lower high two-legged pullback. If this traps here, like for instance, if this does this, I might be interested. A, B, C, and traps, I might be interested to go short here. But I would need that to happen for me. I'm not convinced enough to take this short. Terrible signal bar, first off. And to me, when you retest the highs, you typically want to make a new high. So sometimes these act as two-legged pullbacks to make that new high. Right? Sometimes it acts like this. It makes that new high before it really does reverse. But if it does a trap, that's probably for me the most probable trade for me. So I'll wait for the most probable setup here. I'm looking for a trap trade here for a reversal. Like reversals, like trap trades are kind of what you look for reversals. So thinking reversal, we have room to the 20 EMA on the 10K chart, thinking we can hit this, but I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for my setup. I'm not chasing, I'm letting the setup come to me. Man, Daniel eyes, man. You really got the good eyes. Ooh, this is a two-legged pullback off the 20 EMA on the 5-minute chart. But the funny thing is, that two-legged pullback may potentially trigger the L4 on the 5-minute. Ah, very interesting. But I feel like I like this two-legged pullback off the 5-minute. I didn't even see this. A, B, C, 5-minute, but also L4 setup. That 5-minute is actually pretty nice two-legged pullback. Daniel eyes, man, good looking out, literally. The name is fitting for your name, for what you do. Daniel eyes. Interesting, two-legged pullback Pikachu, but it's an L4. How much more confusing can you get? I do not know. I might take this trap trade here. Considering this trap trade. If it does trap out, I'm not sure. I mean, that 5-minute. Ooh, the 5-minute looks like a good two-legged pullback. 10K inside bar. Little confusing for me. Potential trap trade on the 2K chart. I might be interested here. I'll be interested here. Let's try this. I'm a little scared. I'm mainly scared because the 5-minute touched the 20 EMA perfectly and bounced off of it. So it makes me think we might reverse here. So for me to go short here now, even though setup's good on the 2K chart, it makes me a little hesitant. I'm kind of scared. Confusing, pandas. This is too choppy for me. This is too confusing. Too many things like conflicting, and that's what happens in trading ranges. Right? You have all this conflicting, technical analysis. Okay, trap is almost gone. I almost want this trap to disappear, so I'm not even tempted anymore. But that's a pretty bad bar to go against. Okay, perfect scalp gone. Trap's gone. 5-minute. L4 is on the 5-minute, but it's also just a two-legged pullback. This could be the thing that propels us to all-time highs. Again, might think. Making new all-time highs now, but who knows? When it happens, it happens. We don't force it. To me, all I know right now is just choppy, and because it's choppy, I'm hesitant to go long or short. L4 setup, top of the trade, a new trading range now created on the 5-minute. So choppy. But above the 20 EMA, two-legged pullback off the 20 EMA. on the 5-minute. Even though it's very choppy looking, it is what it is. That's what it is. This chop, man, just not sure. Something needs to break us out of this choppiness. Oh. Notice though, we do have a two-legged pullback here. Two-legged pullback, and this was actually a Pikachu, pretty much. A pseudo Pikachu. It made a perfect scalp to the downside. All-time highs. Looks like we're gonna hit it. When it hits, it hits. Oh no, Kellyanne. You got stopped out? No. Sorry to hear. Very tempted to go long. I know it is, but you have to recognize when the market looks like this. When the market looks like this, you have to recognize that's indicative of trading range. Now, trading range could break out, but you don't trade it. You don't trade a breakout until it actually happens. The breakout creates opportunity for us. We don't trade the breakout itself, but we want the breakout to happen so we can find opportunity. Just watching, just waiting. I mean, it's so choppy. So choppy. What is this waiting for though? Like, all-time highs are right here. What is it waiting for? What is this waiting for to make new all-time highs? Just waiting here. Hey Pandas, make sure you hit that like button. By the way, Pandas, anyone who wants to have more information about the two-legged pullback indicator, you can check out the free website. Or you can check out the website, www.twoleggedpullback.com, and on there's a free trial so you can check it out for free. So if you're interested in the two-legged pullback indicator, which automatically finds all second entries for you, and traps, and also L4, H4 setups, helps with all those things, helps with price action. Brandon Jones says they are waiting for the king of the bulls to show up so they can break through. Let's go, baby. Daniel I says, I'm placing one contract at all-time highs just for fun. I mean, you're thinking if it pops above the all-time high, you're thinking 10 points above the all-time high. In my opinion, you're thinking at least 10 points. You're going to go 10 points above the all-time high if we do break above it. But you got to recognize the current price action, the current market cycle is this grindy type of... Maybe I can adjust it like this, get a bigger picture, broader channel here now. all-time highs, pandas. We're making history today. We made all-time highs on the SPY. Goodness gracious, it took forever, but we did it. With a strong bull bar, and now we're just going up and down, up and down, up and down. Are the limit order bears coming in, and are they trying to smack this back down? Who knows? All I know is that we've been choppy this entire time, and I think we're going to continue to be choppy. For those who put their limit order or their sub order limit one tick above the all-time high, you just scalped out right now. So congrats to those who just took a scalp off the all-time high on that 1 point. Took forever, but we're finally there, pandas. Let's see if we can find a measure move somewhere so we can get some idea of what we're trying to do. We could even make a two-legged pullback off the 10K chart. I don't like how this looks like. See, this is the choppiness that we're going through. It's just disgusting. But the 2K two-legged pullback off the 20 EMA ends up being good. Are we under the all-time high now? We just broke beneath the all-time high again. So those who try to scalp out, we're just able to scalp out a perfect scalp. I'm not sure, you still might be trapped in there. Just waiting. Just waiting. I'm not, you know, for me, like, even though we broke the all-time high, I'm just thinking we're so choppy now. Like, if I were to go long, I will need to come back to some key area. Come back to the 20 EMA. Need to come back to some key area where I can take a long. I'm just not going to go long right here. There's no reason to go long here. Potentially wedge top here. You're thinking 10 points, right? 10 points above the all-time high. That's what we're looking for. Be right back, pandas. I'm back. Alright, pandas. What's going on here? Who asks, what pair is it? This is the E-mini futures. Hey, let me go somewhere over the chat. I've been neglecting you guys on the chat room. Alright, alright. A lot of you guys are making some scalps here. Let's go, baby. SW, let me go over some of the panda chats here. Kellyanne says, this is a losing strategy, chasing breakouts. I agree. JT Carpenter says, everybody's in profits when it's all-time highs. SW Blaze says, a measure move takes us up to 42.71. 42.71. I'm not sure what your measure move is. I'm going to have to look back at the charts. If we retouch the bottom of the range, I'll buy 2 more. Okay. Let's go, baby. Kellyanne says, I got it at 150. Congrats. Daniel says, trading BTC, ETH, and it's been basically in tandem with futures for weeks. Crazy. Brandon Jones says, made a quick scalp on the trap, took it due to the triple bottom. Let's go, baby. A bit risky, though. I think I remember that. Yeah, that was this one. I was not interested in that one. Kellyanne says, oh my gosh, I missed by 1 tick and it reversed. Stop hunting. Could be it. Could be off here, but I have a trading range drawn at 52.75 and 56.75. 52.75, 52.75, 56.75. Trading range. Yep, that's a trading range. That's also a trading range as well. That's a mighty fine trading range. I think that's valid. Tanner Neal says, looking like spike in channel. Connect left lower swing for today's high. Yep. So we got the spike in channel here on our charts. Daniel says, just took the trap. Don't take the short, okay? I think he's talking about the 5 minute. Kellyanne says, I'm in it. Let's go, baby. And got stopped out. I read that already. Jimmy says, seems like the really sweet moves happen before the open, then chop out. Phil W says, took the second entry long, holding a runner. Let's go, baby. I'm thinking he took the second entry long right here. And you still got a nice little runner for you going up here. Let's go. Keep that runner, man. Keep it all day. That could be a 1,000-point runner. $1,000 runner. Kellyanne says, yep, futures, not Forex here. This is a futures contract. Daniel says, if this short traps, I'm long. I'm thinking he's talking about this long here. Potential good trade with momentum. We're just in an uptrend now, pandas. We're still in an uptrend. We're in a spike in channel, as you can see. We're heading towards the top of the channel here. Oh, hey, give me a 1 if take this trap. Give me a 2 if I should skip it. If this trap triggers, should I take it? Give me a 1 in the chat. Give me a 2 if I should skip it. Everyone thinks we're just in a super strong bull trend now. Everyone's saying 1. Kellyanne says, I accidentally bought market for 12 contracts. Let's go, baby. Hey, let's hope this traps out. 12 contracts. That's a lot of contracts. Hey, might work out for you actually here. All right, pandas, let's do it. Let's try to go long here. One tick retracement. It's not gonna give it to me. My 1 tick retracement. In this trade, pandas. Taking this trap here. It's not what you want when you're in a trap. That is not what you want when you're in a trap trade. That is not what you want, pandas. Comes back down to the all-time high and bounces right off of it. Acting as support now, the previous all-time high. For those who wanted to come back into all-time high are now in. Still in this trade. Still in this trade. That failed breakdown of the small trading range might lead to a breakout to the upside. We do have a trap here. Another trap, essentially. Diamond pause. Diamond pause. Still in this trade. Another trap here. Double trap to the upside. Let's go, baby. Come on. The reason why I'm kind of confident is because we came down and we made basically a bounce off the all-time high again, acting as support, thinking we have some bulls here now. Presence of bulls are present. Or bulls are present here. But we shall see. We still have the 20 EMA protecting us here. Just watching, just watching. Diamond pause, just waiting for this to scalp out. Reverses and reverses, and it is what it is, but not a bad trade, especially two traps now in a row, the same spot. You're thinking this wants to push higher. But just waiting here. We shall see. Just waiting, just waiting, just waiting. Still waiting here. Just watching this, waiting for me to scalp out. The thing is, like, scalps should happen typically pretty quick, and so I hate it when it doesn't scalp out quickly. It makes you reconsider, like, maybe I'm in the wrong trade. It makes you want to skunk the trade. But I'll have diamond pause here, and we'll hold on to this. We're seeing that we're getting choppy again right here, which can lead to a down move, which is unfortunate, but can do that because of the chop that we have here, recognized by the trading range indicator, which is kind of indicative for today's price action, which we've been in chop all day today. So I'm just not thinking we're just gonna skyrocket up here, but you know, we shall see. In my opinion, still no reason to really be scared to go short, or even really to go short at all. So just holding. Just waiting here, pandas. Patiently waiting. Just waiting, just waiting. So choppy, so slow. Still waiting. Even there's another push down. I'm just waiting here. All right, this might be my last trade for the stream. Seems like it for how long it looks like it's gonna take. It's taking forever. Just waiting, just waiting. So guys, how you guys doing? How you guys doing? All right, if it stops me out, stops me out. If it goes up, it goes up. Just not gonna touch it. Just let it play out. Overbought. Doesn't matter what RSI says. Someone says, I use an RSI indicator. Don't know how precise it is, but showing the market's overbought. Does not matter. Price action is king. What does matter is that we're choppy now, and we are struggling to break higher from this small little chop. But I like the fact that it bounced off the all-time highs, bounced off like that with this big wick, and now bouncing off the bottom of the trading range, coming back to the top on a strong uptrend. 20 MA protecting us, all-time highs protecting us. Just waiting here. Waiting, waiting, waiting. 2 points? Maybe. I'm just thinking 1 point. One point plus a runner. That's all I'm thinking. If this creates another ledge right here, like if it comes back down, this could pop downwards and break downwards. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hits. Currently 9 hits all in one spot. That's not good. That's not good if you want to go long. You have to take that into consideration. 9 hits all in one spot. Struggling to go up here. AJ Santamaria says, I don't like it. I don't like it, Panda. Neither do I. Neither do I. I don't like this at all either. But diamond pause, Pandas. Let's go, baby. Diamond pause. Diamond pause. 80% chance this will spike upwards. 80% chance, in my opinion, that this will give us a spike up. And then 80% chance it might come back down. So I'm just trying to get 1 point here. Oh, but you don't like 9 hits all in one spot. But like I said, 80% chance this will actually spike upwards and come right back down. Give us a failed breakout to the upside, which is all we need for a scalp here. Diamond pause, diamond pause. Just waiting for this to scalp out. Just waiting for a very long time. Super annoying. Super frustrating. I mean, obviously there's like limit order bears right here, just trying to keep smacking it down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hits now. This might be... I mean, we're still above the 20 EMA. I mean, I don't know. Mrs. Panda just dropped off some coffee. Might be the little pick-me-up I need to get through this chop. Thanks, Pandas. If it weren't for you, this coffee would not be possible. Made possible. All right, Pandas, I'm ready. I'm ready to diamond paw this, hold it till it scalps me out. I think this coffee is going to be what's going to make this market go up. This coffee is all we needed. Thank you, Pandas. Iced coffee today. Let's go, baby. Come on. Let's go, baby. Come on, baby. Let's go. Still looking okay. We're looking okay right now. We're looking okay right now. We're finally looking all right. Diamond paws. Diamond paws, Pandas. Serious diamond paws right now. That is not what you want to see. You do not want to see a candle like that. You could push higher. Come on, market. I know you can do it. I know you can do it. Don't do this to me. Just chilling. Just chilling right now, Pandas. Just chilling. Straight chilling right now. We're just vibing. We're just laying this ground. Oh, you don't want to see that. That's not what you want to see. That's disappointing. If you're a bull, that's disappointing when you see those spike down. The market spike down like that. Don't like seeing that. I don't like seeing that personally. Gives me mini heart attacks every time that happens. It's only so much a panda heart can handle. Just waiting. Just waiting. Regardless, this is like terrible price action. It's just so choppy. And it's just it's just messy. It's just not like a good time to trade right now. Like when the market just starts to do this, it's just like nothing you can really do. I think it's just a bad trade in general, just because already you can know it's a bad trade. Hindsight bias, of course, but it's a bad trade when you're not able to scalp out. You know, the whole point of scalping is that your trade should be quick. The fact that this is taking this long, it's like, you know, a lot of people will probably scalp out already just because 3 or 4 bars have passed and you still haven't scalped out. Just skunk it. And that might be one of the lessons we might take away for today. Like if it doesn't scalp out in like 3 or 4 bars, just maybe skunk the trade. And I could have skunked the trade, you know, a couple times already. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4 times could have skunked the trade, but it is what it is, pandas. I like the uptrend we're in. I like the bounce off the all-time highs. Even though we're choppy, we can break down, come back up. So we're just waiting here, pandas, just waiting. But it's getting close to the time I gotta end this stream. So this will be the last trade. I get stopped out, or if I make the point, one or the other. That's what's gonna happen right now. Yeah, these ledges typically mean that we'll have a trading range coming up soon. We've been pretty much in a trading range already, but this is basically a ledge. You know, got so many bars stuck in a row. But typically what does happen is that these spike up, spike down really quick. And so I'm hoping we get a spike up, scalp out, and then I'm out. That being said, I'm gonna move this to here. We should try to scalp out now. Pikachu does trigger on the downside, which is a shame. That's not what you want to see as a bull. You don't want to see this Pikachu. Don't want to see Pikachu like that. Just watching though. If it happens, it happens. All-time highs being hit again. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 hits all in that one spot. That should have been the signal to get out and skunk your trade. Sometimes diamond pause is not what you're supposed to do. Sometimes you got to read the price action, just say, hey, bite your pride, swallow your pride, right? Get rid of those diamond pause, read the price action for what it's telling you, and get out when you can. And it's okay if you miss those profits. That's one teeny scalp. It's okay if you miss it. There'll be plenty of next ones. But right now, this is making me sweat. Telling you right now, this is making me sweat. Feeling the heat, pandas. Feeling the heat. Feeling the heat right now, pandas. Feeling the heat right now, pandas. I might skunk this trade if we get a trap happen at the 20 EMA to come down, where I would see that this trading range was too strong and it's basically being a reversal now. If we get a trap here, as in this comes up, I'm going to skunk the trade. So either I hit my 4-point stop loss, or if it skunks, or if it second entry long and fails second entry long, then I'm actually also out. Those are two conditions that makes me come out of this trade. 4-point stop loss or the trap. Then I'm out. Thinking that's enough evidence for me that we're not going to maybe get higher here. when it happens, it happens. I'm gonna wait for that to happen if it does. Maybe a good place to reverse your trade. We're losing the 20 EMA now. We have lost the 20 EMA. All right, pandas. I'm feeling the heat for sure now. $10K chart. Feeling the heat for sure. Feeling the heat for sure, pandas. Most likely to stop that now. Maybe though. Maybe we might be in the uptrend still. Maybe I'll do one scale-in. How about that? How about we do one scale-in trade here? Nah, but I don't want to do scale-in here because I feel like it might trap me out. Like the scale-in has to be lower here for it to scale in. But we lost the all-time high. We lost the 20 EMA. The only thing we have right now is this trend line. Woo! All right. Okay, okay, okay. I see you. I see you. I see you. Pandas, that's it. That's it for today. Sorry, I actually had a negative day today. It's all good, pandas. It happens. But hey, pandas, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hey, as always, trade safe. And yeah, happy trading and God bless. I'll see you guys tomorrow. That took forever. I'm just glad I'm out of that trade. Goodness gracious.